Alright guys, welcome to the Cuphead boss ranking part 2. If you haven't seen the first one, I guess go watch it. Anyway, starting off we got number 10, Vivian Croaks. Vivian Croaks is just like a good boss. Not amazing, not bad, just good, very good. Anyway, the first phase, pretty decent start. Vivi shoots Hadoukens, and Croaks shoots out fireflies. I don't know, where does he keep those? Anyway, Cook's attack is just pretty easy. If you use Spread or Chaser, you can get him pretty easy. Anyway, next up, Cook spins like a windmill, pushing you towards Vibi, who does whatever this is. Like he's clapping, and then some random balls are flying out of his hands. I don't even know. This phase is really easy, and it can be kind of annoying when you accidentally dash into Vibi, but yeah. Anyway, next phase they turn into a casino machine. They have 3 attacks. This one is Bull, where lasers can shoot 2 directions, and you must go under or over it. And we got Tiger, which is my least favorite. It just shoots out some balls in and out of these spike machines. Even though it's a really easy, it just messes me up sometimes. Like I don't know how I messed up on this. Luckily, in this recording, I didn't really mess up. There's another attack called Snake, where they just shoot out a bunch of spiked platforms you can jump on, and they go like out really fast, but it's a really easy attack. Next up, we have calamaria. I used to hate calamaria because of a new like stone freezing mechanic, which you're gonna see later on in the fight. But now she's pretty cool. First phase is amazing with way too many attacks. Like there's so many. But calamaria pretty much combines 2 other attacks, which makes a pretty fun time. But sometimes you can get a really bad combination of attacks, and sometimes a really good one, like this one right here, where she shoots ghosts while you have to shrink to get through the seahorse. Next phase, she turns into pretty much Medusa, which is a stone freezing mechanic, which you must pretty much just spam your keyboard to get out of. Like even if I spam as fast as I can't get out of it in time. And then these eels come out and shoot whatever, I don't know. They shoot stuff at you, and you gotta spam to get out while avoiding those seals. It's a decent enough phase. I mean, it's pretty fun just avoiding all the pellets. Anyway, final phase is she loses her body and turns into a head while you go through a cave, and she shoots these skulls at you. Very very cool. And you also get freezed again, and as you can see, for some reason, I wasted my ultimate here. It's a pretty good phase, honestly. She rarely uses the stone freezing mechanic as you just go around the cave, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, in the next one, we have the Jimmy the Great. This guy has I think the most phases out of any of the bosses in the game, and I'm honestly not complaining. Well, except for the final one, but we'll get to that later. Well, the first phase has 3 different attacks, which only one comes out. The other 2 just come randomly. The best one is the swords. The swords just home in on you. Then there are 2 other attacks, which are way more annoying. But I would say just keep it playing until you get the swords. Anyway, next you go through these columns, which you pretty much just shoot his laughing face while these ninja stars just follow you. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's pretty fun, but the ninja stars can go in the worst places sometimes, I swear. Then you go to literally like this guy's in like another universe where where mummies come out of his sarcophagus, and he shoots like Saturns out of his eyes. And I somehow killed them already. I don't even know. It's the best phase. I love it. Just chaotic and fun. Where we go to Cuphead, which is pretty much just a clone of Cuphead. This phase would be really easy, but there's one thing that ruins it, and you could probably see it's the stupid hat. His hat just goes around and shoots pellets randomly. Like I don't know why, but this hat makes this phase so much harder. I got so lucky and didn't really get hit by it, but it's just ugh. Anyway, we're going into the final phase now, where the Jimmy becomes big and shoots something out of his hat. And then these pyramids just shoot lasers all 4 directions. These can go in the worst places sometimes. Like as you see here, I went up here and I didn't expect it to come up there. But it's a pretty cool phase, like, except it's really short. Like I used to hate this boss so much, but number 7 is Dr. Carl's robot, known as probably one of the hardest bosses. Like Dr. Carl is extremely chaotic and fun. He starts off with 3 attacks. A giant laser from his top, a parryable laser thing, which if you don't parry you get hurt, and whatever these things are. And then we got these bombs. They are so annoying. When you shoot them, they explode and very big. And then once you destroy his middle, he pretty much uses his hands to like. He just uses his hands to get you to stop going in the middle of the screen, and then he uses a magnet to get you over here. His magnet's kind of annoying, but and then the top is just shooting metals. And then once you get all those done, you shoot his heart. All of these attacks are pretty cool, except for the bomb one. That one is Anyway, next one, his head goes around while you shoot these bombs and get them away from you. I do not like this phase. Like the bomb is easy enough. You can complete this phase in no time. But these bombs, I always shoot them before I shoot the boss. Anyway, we go into the final phase, where the final phase is just pure like those bullets everywhere. Like, look at this. This is extremely fun, but I literally lost all my health in this phase when I recorded this. Luckily, I still had enough footage. But yeah, this phase is very fun, and it lasts like more than half of the fight. So yeah. Number 6 is Baroness Von Bon Bon. Very weird name, but in this fight you face against a Candy Queen on a minion. Anyway, the thing is, the minions don't come out in one particular order. There are like 5 random ones. And as you can see on screen right now, there's like a gobstopper which just follows you, like Pac-Man. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. And there's a random thing following behind you, and then there's also 2 that don't appear, which is a candy corn, in the waffle. The candy corn just goes around the screen randomly. It's kind of annoying, and then the waffle just explodes into different pieces to attack you. And the one you're seeing right now is the Muffin Man. He just ground pounds everywhere. And as you can see, there are these little jelly beans with swords coming out. They might not seem like a big threat, but if you don't pay attention, they're gonna get you. Anyway, they got the gumball machine who just shoots random pellets out. I used to think like this looks really hard, but honestly, it's not that bad, even though I got hit. Anyway, we're going into the final phase now, where I forgot to say that she shoots a shotgun, but you probably saw that. Anyway, now the castle is attacking you because it is alive. Makes sense. Anyway, she throws her head, and then we goes a new one somehow. This thing comes out, boulder, and you can parry it to get like infinite parries. Anyway, we are facing Kanga Carnation, which probably has the most iconic boss music. Anyway, Kanga is a great finale for Isle 1, even though you don't really have to do it as a finale. Anyway, he shoots his face at you, which you saw already, shoots plant seeds, and you parry the pink one. The pink one is so annoying. Then as you can see, he can also shoot 3 seeds, which home in on you, and a boomerang that goes up and then down. The boomerang is really easy, so you don't need to worry about that. Anyway, going into the final phase, he has two of the 3 platforms will be unstandable. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's a new word now. You're unstandable. You can't stand on them. And he also shoots pollen, which if it hits you, it makes your skin go weird. Like, I don't think I got hit in this part, but yeah, and his death animation is terrifying. Like, where did his eyes go? Funny enough, the first plane boss is the best in my opinion. Her fight is just so chaotic and fun. In the first phase, her ha-ha-ha-ha's attack you, and these planes attack, which if you don't deal with them, like at least deal with like half of them, because they can sometimes swarm you. Anyway, she already turns into like a toss and stretches herself to attack you. It's pretty easy. You just gotta follow her around, and then when she's about to launch at you, pretty cool. It's a pretty cool phase, but it goes by really fast. Anyway, now she can either turn into 2 things, twins or a arrow guy. Anyway, now she becomes a half moon, which is probably, like, the stars are pretty fun to avoid, but these UFOs, they, the orange ones are supposed to attack early, and the red ones are supposed to attack late, but that's never the case. Like, somehow I defeated her without getting hit by these UFOs, but I don't even know. These UFOs are very annoying to deal with. Number 3 is the final boss himself, the devil. There's a whole lot to say about him, but it's because his first phase has way too many attacks. Like, there are so many. It's like an amazing first phase, but these little demons you see behind his chair, they come out, and I swear they can come out the worst times. I was lucky this time. Anyway, I'll just skip to the second phase, or it would be here all day. We go into his second phase where he becomes big, and these and chips fall from the sky he makes an axe with his eyes, and that just does this weird woo 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 movement. And he also can have a bomb come out of video, which if you don't parry covers up like 50% of the screen. And then you get into the hardest phase, like probably the hardest phase of all time in Cuphead, where these bats are above and they zoom in on you, and the chips are still falling in those three platforms, and then those two guys on the left and right shooting skulls all at once. You can kill pretty much all of them. And I died before the final phase happened, and I was really mad about that. But the final phase lasts about 10 seconds with him crying, and you must avoid chips on one platform. Yeah. First phase is amazing, second phase is good, third phase is great, and the final phase is fine. And now we're going into the most chaotic and probably the most underrated fight, but also a pretty easy fight for where it is, which is Captain Beard. He also has so many attacks. I'm just gonna quickly zoom through them. This barrel comes from the top, and once you go under it, it falls on you. Captain Beard gets this thing and shoots pellets at you, which you can charge your ult up fast with it. And Captain Beard can call 3 different animals. This one is a squid, which just shoots ink at you, which doesn't actually damage you. It just makes you be able to see less. All of these attacks are very good. The squid one is kind of annoying though. I can literally defeat him in one hit. I don't really get the point. And all of these attacks combined make for a very fun like a fight, because you see this barrel attacking me, the ship is attacking me, then Captain Beard attacking me. Then you also got another animal, which is a shark, who just covers up pretty much all of your space, and you can't really defeat it either. Then the ship alive, and then you see Captain Beard dies, and it shoots out these fire orbs in the very odd pattern, which and then it shoots out a big laser, which you must duck under. And if the barrel is above you at that time, you're in for a bad time. Yeah, this has always been my favorite Cuphead boss, and it will never change. Ronald Roman, I still kind of don't know how to say his name, but besides being the best fought, is the only boss. Anyway, Verna starts off shooting bombs, and which explode into like 2 things. These are pretty fun to jump over. And then he also has a catapult, which shoot random things like this. You can just smoke dash through this. Like this first phase, like it goes by pretty fast. So. And there's also, and you saw this earlier, but there was a parryable spring which you could parry, and then you could jump over him. And then you go into the second phase where soda cup cans attack while you got 2 platforms you can jump on, and he always sets flame to one of them. It's a very fun attack. I got this phase done way faster than I was supposed to. And then oh no, cat eat Werner, ah. And then the cat just slices across the floor while random tiles are falling from the roof. And then ghost rats, like, they attack. And then at the end, you discover that Werner is actually inside the cat. The cat's a machine. I honestly don't get the ending. Did he eat the ghost rats? Like, did he eat rats of his? Did he eat his own kind? Very confusing. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. Have a good day and goodbye.